Coming up with a good catchy name for your business and company, or even for an app, could be really, really frustrating. I've gone through this multiple different times, even naming a YouTube channel, for example. So I've put together a complete step-by-step guide, and I wanted to share that with you in this video on how to name any company or application. Now, the process is pretty straightforward if you follow this, but it still could take a little bit of time because we want to find a name that you love, but we also want to find a name that has a domain name available, right? Either a .com or one of the bigger .co or .ios available without the .com being the competitor. And you also want to check the trademark to make sure that name is not trademarked by another large company. I'll show you all that in this video. The very first step I recommend everyone do to create a name for their company or for their app is actually come up with the name style. What I mean by that is if you look in lots of different companies in the world, they all have different name styles, and I'll share some of them with you. So first you have brandable names like Google. It's kind of a made up word, but it's very brandable, very memorable, right? But when they first started with Google, it was kind of hard to get people to spell it correctly. So it can hold you back if you have a startup, but in the long run, it could be very beneficial. Then my favorite is multiple words like Facebook or Bitcoin. And I always like to go with 2 syllables for the name. So Facebook, each are 1 syllable, together is 2 syllables, same as Bitcoin. And if you're coming up with an app, for example, and this could be for company names, but if I go to the App Store here, the top apps, TikTok, 2 syllables, 2 words, YouTube, 2 syllables, 2 words, Facebook, 2 syllables, 2 words, Snapchat. So you get the idea, these are the top apps. Then you have the type of apps where you blend 2 words like Instagram right now, the 5th biggest app on the App Store. Let me show you those. So those are compound words, right? Instagram, FedEx, compound words. Now with Howfinity, that's the channel and my website, that's a compound word. It's how to and infinity together to make one of these. Now, I'm now not a big fan of this. So for my new app, I'm actually going with this multiple word, 2 or 3 syllable kind of thing. Then you have misspellings. I always recommend people stay away from this on startups or apps because if you want to spread through word of mouth, this could be really, really hard for you to get started, right? So if you told someone your website is Flickr and then they go to Flickr with an E, they'll never find you, right? So you have to spend more money on ads. So I always stay away from these. And then you have real words, which these are typically 1 words like Apple or Amazon, but they could be really, really expensive, especially if you don't have enough money to buy the .com, or even some of these, the .co or .io are taken too. So these are really, really hard. And the rhythmic words are probably one of my favorites. It's like the multiple words where 2 words are each 1 syllable, but they also rhyme like fire wire. That's really catchy, really easy to say, really easy to spell. So my recommendation is go with the multiple words with the 2 word option and try to make it 2 or 3 syllables maximum here and make it really, really easy to spell and to say, right? My channel, Howfinity, actually holds me back because a lot of people think it's how to infinity or basically the word spelled out with too many syllables. So for my current app, I'm going with this option. So that's the name style. That's step 1. Okay, once you've decided that, we're gonna kind of put together a document with a bunch of words that describe our app or company. Okay, so you have to think about that for a little bit. Then I'm just gonna open a Google Sheet to show you what I mean by this. So this is just a blank Google Sheet here, and it's pretty straightforward. What defines my app? What are some words I could use to describe it to someone else? Let's say I have an app that is how-to questions answered, right? Like my website, howfinity.com. So what are some words that describe that? Well, how-to is 1. Videos, right? I make videos, that's 1. Answers, that's 1. The type of content I cover, so technology is 1. Maybe social media is 1. And what are some of the benefits of it, right? Quick, useful, time saver. So make yourself a list like this, okay? Just a bunch of words, at least 2 or 3, that really define and give a description of what your app or company does or it's about. Then what I want to do is underneath each one of these, right? These are the main words that describe my company. But underneath each one, I want to come up with other words that are the same as this word, right? Or similar to this word. So for that, I just look up synonyms, right? So if I take a word like video, I'll type that out here. And the synonyms for video could be TV or could be recorded, program, right? So I could get some ideas here, and let's look down here. Box is good, right? Tube, vid, video, telly, right? So some of these obviously don't make sense, like babysitter, but you get the idea. You could write some of these. So then I go back here and then I type in telly or tube or TV. So these are all the different words I would come up with underneath that are related to video. And the same thing, I would come back to this website and then I would type answers, and let's see what we get for answers, right? We get all kinds of words like response, return, solution, and then I will write those on the next page as well, right? I will come back here and write all those. Once I finish this up, what I end up doing is I just take time and blend these words together, right? Let's say this answer or reply was one. So if my application showed you video replies, right? Video answers to your how-to questions, I would just come up with names I like. I would type that out here, and then that would be names I blend. So telly reply or reply TV, right? Reply TV. And at this point, I'm not worried if they're taken or not taken. I mean the .com or the trademark or the company name. I just want to come up with a bunch of different names, right? And it doesn't matter if they're available or not. So tube reply, that's one, right? So this is just me coming up with 4 different words, and I already have this many options, right? Or how to reply, something that uses any one of these words. And since I do want to come up with just a 2-word option, that's how I came up with that. But if I wanted to come up with like the compound option like Instagram or Howfinity, I would do how quick or something like that, where I'm just blending and dropping some of these words and trying to blend them together. Now this part could take a while, okay? So I spend a few hours actually on this to make sure I have all the options exhausted. And then if I'm still stuck, let me show you this option that really helped me unlock everything. I came to this website, brandnewname.com, and basically up here, you could search by some of those keywords that you came up with, right? So let's say reply or how was one of mine. And then I could choose an industry here, right? Catchy name, short name, clever name, or specific industry. Now you don't have to pick any of these, but this will give you some more ideas, right? So I spend a lot of time, a couple of hours even, going through all these names just to see if there's something that really sparks my imagination here to come up with something new, right? That starts with how. How Maven is pretty good. Maven actually describes someone like an expert. So maybe howmaven.com is pretty good. Let me look at that. And I could see this is one of the premium options. So this company basically makes money by giving you options that actually cost money for the .com. But if you're a startup, you don't have to start with the .com. If you're an app, you don't have to have the .com at all. You could be .app or .co. Those are some good ideas nowadays. Back in the day, .com was an essential. It's not anymore. So this is really one of my favorites. And let's say you do this and everything else I said, and you're still stuck. Let me show you this other option. You could use this other website called Namelix, and this is a name generator. So all you do is you go to the brand keyword. Let's change this to how again, and name length. You could choose short or medium here. And name style, again, I like the multiple words. And then I'll press generate. And this basically generates a bunch of different ideas, just like the other website I showed you, but specific to what you chose. So how there, that's pretty good. The .com is $3,000 though, right? So that's not what I want to start with, but how there is so easy to say and to type out. And you get the idea. You could just scroll here, and a ton of them, like if I wanted to get, let's say this one, great how. I could press register, and this one, let's see how much this one is. Looks like the .com is taken, where I could make an offer, or I could just start with something else like .net, right, for 10 bucks. And let's say after all that, you still don't have a name that you really love. Okay, so what do you do? Well, there are people that come up with names for a living. So let me give you this resource where you could run a competition and people could give you ideas for a name. Okay, so this is what I'm actually doing right now. just to make sure someone doesn't have something better than the name I came up with. And this one is on that same website, brand new name. And I'll put a link to all the resources in the description, all these websites I mentioned. And here you could run a contest for a name or for a tagline. Right now it's $250, at least what I paid, and $150 of it goes to the creator, the rest goes to the website. You could also use this for tagline and logo too. But typically this is what I'm recommending to do. And you just press next, and then you also fill out everything you could think of. But since we did the homework already, we already know what we should describe for our target here, and lots of different options too, like names we like and we don't like based on the sheet we put together, the Google sheet, right? So this is going to be really easy. I filled it out in just a couple of minutes here. And so far I got over 150 different names, and there's 5 I really like from that list. And the last step is, once you have multiple different names, right? Don't just stick with one name here, because there's a good chance that someone else may already have this name, especially if it's a really easy to spell 2-word name or a 1-word name, okay? So what I recommend here now is you go to GoDaddy.com and look up the domain to see what's available. A lot of times the .coms are available, but they're a premium. The .com might be $3,000, $5,000, sometimes even more. So if you're a startup, or if you're an app just kind of making a minimum viable product, you want to just start with a .co or .app, and just to test out your idea before spending thousands of dollars on the domain here. Then I recommend going to uspto.gov and check for a trademark. Now, if the .com is available, most likely the trademark is available too. But a lot of times you want to check that first, the .com first, and then check for the trademark. Those are the last steps I always recommend. That's why I recommend coming up with a couple of names you like, 3, 4, 5 even. So if one of them is taken, you're not disappointed. And just remember, if the .com is taken by another company, don't get the .co or another website. But if the .com is available, let's say the .com is $50,000, but the .co is $8. Start with that, build out your company a little bit, prove the concept, and then when you could raise funds or you have enough money to make an offer, then get the .com. A lot of companies start this way. They don't always start with the 1-word or 2-word name that you see that you're using right now, especially with apps. So that's my workflow of coming up with app names or business name, company names. And I use this all the time, and I've used it at least a dozen times to come up with all kinds of different names for different ideas that I've had. So I hope this was useful to you. The next step after this is, once you lock in your company name, obviously buy the domain name, do the trademark if you need to, and then move on to creating a logo. So watch my video next on creating a logo for your business. Please give this one a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.